You know, in the catering world, there's this old rule of thumb that feels super safe, right? The 50-50 split. It's easy, it seems fair. But what if I told you that this safe bet is actually a silent business killer? That it's secretly costing you money, clients, and your hard-earned reputation? Let's dig in and break down why this so-called safe bet is anything but.
See, it's a trap. And it's a trap because it's built on one single fatal flaw: guesswork. And in a business with tight margins and sky-high expectations, relying on a 50-50 split is a gamble you just can't afford to take. It literally puts everything on the line: your revenue, your reputation, and your entire future with that client.
All right, to really get a grip on the damage here, let's move beyond hypotheticals. We're going to look at the cold, hard numbers of a real-world scenario. Let's walk through the anatomy of a failure, step by step, to see exactly how one simple little guess can spiral into a total catastrophe.
Okay, so picture this. A major client books you for a massive corporate lunch. We're talking 2,000 guests. This is a big one. It's the kind of event that can make or break your entire quarter. No pressure, right?
So you present two fantastic options. You've got this premium, absolutely succulent lamb dish at 100 Rand per person, and then a classic, delicious chicken dish at 50 Rand per person. A really clear price difference, giving the guests a very clear choice.
So, what do? Well, you do what pretty much everyone does. You fall back on the industry standard. You quote for a 50-50 split. 1,000 portions of lamb, 1,000 portions of chicken. It seems logical, it feels balanced, and it looks completely professional.
And hey, on paper, the math looks totally solid. 1,000 portions of lamb at 100 Rand each, that's 100,000. 1,000 of chicken at 50, that's another 50,000. So you're looking at a total quoted revenue of 150,000 Rand. The quote is sent, the client signs off, everything seems perfect.
And this is where reality comes crashing in. On the day of the event, the preference isn't 50-50. It's not even close. It turns out that 80% of the guests, that's a whopping 1,600 people, were all looking forward to that premium lamb dish. Your entire plan, built on nothing more than a simple guess, is about to completely fall apart.
So what happens next isn't just one problem. Oh no, it's a cascade of failure, a three-tiered crisis that poisons your business from the inside out. Let's break down how this one single issue starts a domino effect that snowballs into a full-blown disaster.
That one wrong guess kicks off a chain reaction, creating 3 distinct disasters: a hidden financial loss that you never even see, a public relations nightmare, and, worst of all, the loss of a valuable client.
First up, the profit leak. Look, there was actual demand for 1,600 lamb portions, but you only quoted and charged for 1,000. That's 600 premium meals you failed to sell. The math here is just brutal. That's 60,000 Rand in revenue, pure profit in many cases, that you failed to collect. It's invisible money that was right there for the taking, but your guest just made it, poof, vanish.
And then things get even worse. The reputation crisis. You've got 1,600 people lining up for that amazing lamb, but you only have 1,000 portions. You run out. And for those 600 disappointed guests, it doesn't matter that you followed the order. They don't blame the organizer, they blame you. And that's when the toxic myth starts to spread. The caterer ran out of food.
And just when you think it can't get any worse, boom, the final blow. The event organizer is mortified. Their guests are unhappy, and they feel like you've made them look bad. You might have technically done your job, but you delivered stress instead of success. They cut ties, you lose all of their future business, and you're right back to square one, spending money on the expensive hunt for new clients.
So, how do you fix this? The solution isn't in your kitchen. It's actually in your process. It's all about making one simple but incredibly powerful shift from guesswork to knowing. You have to stop assuming and start collecting real data.
Think about it from the organizer's perspective for a second. They absolutely hate chasing down 2,000 people for meal choices and trying to manage some messy, chaotic spreadsheet. So instead of adding to their nightmare, you become their solution. You give them a simple poll link and suddenly all the guest choices automatically pop up on a dashboard for you. You solve their problem while you're solving your own.
And the mechanics of this are so simple. 1. You create a quick poll with your menu options. 2. You generate a unique link.
3, you paste it right into your quote email. And 4, you just sit back and watch the real, actionable data roll in. No more guessing. It's that easy. And just like that, with this one simple change, you completely flip the script. Remember those 3 devastating crises we just walked through? Well, get ready, because they are about to transform into 3 incredible triumphs for your business.
I mean, the results here speak for themselves. It's night and day. With real guest data, you see that 80% demand for lamb, and you update the invoice with total confidence. Your revenue jumps from $150,000 to $210,000. That's the missing R60K captured. You cook exactly what's needed, turning 600 potential complaints into 2,000 happy guests. And your client relationship, it goes from churn to total lock-in.
So let's recap those 3 triumphs. Your profit leak is plugged with real, actual revenue growth. Your reputation is rock solid with guaranteed guest satisfaction, and you're no longer just a caterer, you are a tech-forward, problem-solving partner. You make your client look like a genius, and that ensures they will never look anywhere else.
So the question you really have to ask yourself is, why continue to guess when you can know? The data is out there, just waiting for you to collect it. By making one small change to your process, you can stop leaving money on the table and start building a more profitable, more resilient, and more respected catering business. The choice is between guesswork and precision. Which one will you choose for your next event?